Alright, so I got a quick video here on the Insta360 Go 3 and this abnormal or album abnormal error that I've been getting, and I figured out after some troubleshooting what's causing this, and also a solution to get around it. So I have two of these, and this one doesn't have that problem as much. It's happened maybe a couple times. But this one here is a little bit older. I used it a lot more, and it's been getting this problem more and more lately, and it's pretty annoying. So let me just show you what it looks like. So the album, if you don't know, is when you swipe from the left side over to preview, the files. So you swipe over like that to preview your recorded files, and then it would sit there for a while, and you get this album abnormal error. And when this happens, you can't access the files via the USB port either, and you plug it to your computer, and because the files are on the camera and not on the action pod, there's no way to transfer the files over. So one of the things that you could do is you can hold this latch down and then wiggle the camera around inside here so that it has better contact with the pins on the action pod. So I've been trying that, and then when you swipe over, you can see here now it's got good connection, and you have the preview window showing up. So, and it should continue to work. Yeah. So that's what's causing the issue here, is it doesn't have good contact with the pins on the action pod to the contact points on the back of the camera. And I'm finding that if I sort of just whenever I get this problem, it just means that I think that when this little latch here is probably just a little bit, we're talking like tenths of a millimeter off in terms of it's actually forcing the camera a little bit away from those pins, so you don't have really good contact. So let me see if it happens this time. Yeah, see, when I just put it in there, it doesn't have good contact, so I have to kind of hold this latch down and kind of wiggle it around like this. And let's try it again. There you go. So it's intermittent contact, or it doesn't have very good contact, and that's where you get that. That's where the error comes from. I saw another video. I was kind of researching this, and I was like, well, why is this happening? I saw another video from the guy saying that if you do a factory reset, that fixes it. That didn't fix it for me. For some reason it fixed it for him, but maybe his error is a different problem. I'm on the latest firmware, so let's see, what am I on here? 1.0.20, and I think he was on something older, so maybe it was a software problem for him. But for me, it was definitely some kind of physical issue here. You can clearly see that as I wiggle this around and the camera makes better contact with the action pod, that error goes away. So once you sort of resolve that, then everything works. Basically, everything's fine. You have access to the album, and you plug it into USB. You can access the files and take them off via USB. So anyway, just putting this video out there. If you've had this problem, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully not too many of you guys have had this problem. Anyway, if you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for additional videos like this in the future. Talk to you guys in the next one.